Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Mal and I make tumbler tutorials here on YouTube every single week. I'm really excited about today's video. It's another kind of neon design, but it's a design that you can use any color combination with. You don't have to use neons to really get a cool final result. So I really hope that you enjoy it. If you do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below, and if you're not already a subscriber of this channel, I would recommend hitting that subscribe button down there as well. As always, everything I'm using is linked down below in the description box. I'll also have links to my Facebook group, my Patreon group, and links to all of my social media pages if you'd like to follow along with me anywhere else. And let me know what you think about the video down below in the comments. I hope you like it. Let's go! We're going to get started with a 20-ounce skinny straight tumbler from Craft Haven, and I've already base painted this with flat white spray paint from Rustoleum. And now we're going to plot out where our 3 sections on our cup are going to go. So I started out just taping, and then I was like, wait, hold on, I should measure this. So with my measuring tape, I plotted out the top section and the bottom section to both equal 2.5 inches in width. So the 20-ounce skinny straight is about 8 inches tall. So we've got a just about 3-inch section in the middle, and then the top and bottom end up being 2.5 inches wide. So I'm going to tape off the section so that we can start with that middle section. And now this glitter we're going to use is a secret. Just take my winky face on that one. And I'm going to take this glitter and mix it with a couple other ones. So I also have this little like dump bucket of all these neon fine cuts that I've used in recent tutorials or cups. And I'm going to use that, and also Let's Be Frank from PDB. So I'm taking a little bit of the white and then a little bit of this little Frankenfine mix, and then a little bit of Let's Be Frank, and I'm going to mix all of that together. And I'm trying to create here kind of like a funfetti glitter vibe, like funfetti cake. So I'm taking a little bit of the Crystalac glitter glue, and I'm going to brush that on using a soft makeup brush to get an even coat in that middle section, and then I'm going to go in with that glitter mixture. And after I put this on, I wanted funfetti cake. So there's that. I'm going to finish putting this on here, and I'm going to let this dry for at least 2 hours. And if you wanted to do a second coat, you totally can. I just left it at the 1 coat. And once the glitter dried, I pulled off all of the tape, and I'm going to go in and first I'm going to wrap my cup up in my scrapbook paper. You can use parchment paper or whatever you have, just to get any of that excess glitter off there and to make sure that my glitter is lying as flat as possible. And then I'm going to tape off this middle section so we can deal with the top and the bottom sections. I haven't sealed the glitter in the middle at this point. We're going to do all of that at the very end once we've got all 3 of our sections completed. So once this is all taped off, I'm going to base paint these top and bottom sections, and I'm using a neon pink and a neon green spray paint. I know these are sold out. I'm trying to find another place you can get them, but you want to paint your base thinking about what color you want to end up on the outside or like on the other side. So I picked the green at the top, which I'm glittering right now with Mojito. I'm using the epoxy method to apply my glitter, by the way. And then for the bottom, I'm glittering using Hella Cute. These are both from PDB. And because I've got those glitter base colors on the top and bottom, I'm going to switch my outer spray paint colors. So my bottom is going to end up being green on the outside and then pink on the outside on the top. So just keep that in mind if it matters to you. It might not matter. It probably doesn't. But anyway, once I've got those sections glittered, I'm going to remove all my tape and set this aside and let it dry overnight. Now I'm going to go in and seal all of my glittered sections with my Crystalac glitter glue, starting with the white section in the middle, and then I'll work my way out to seal each of the other 2 sections individually. Once the glitter glue is all dry, I'm going to go in with my first 2 coats of epoxy. I'm using the 1:1 fast set epoxy from Artistry for both of my coats, and each one was about 20 milliliters. And you want to make sure that your cup is as smooth as possible, so if you need to go in with a 3rd coat, go for it. So what I'm going to do first before I place my stencil decals is sand down that top rim. That's really, really important when you're doing a peekaboo. You don't want anything gritty, or you don't want to break up your spray paint later. So sand down your top rim before you do your spray painting for your peekaboos. So once that's all done, I'm going to take my painter's tape and tape off this middle section. I don't want to get any spray paint on that middle section, obviously, so I'm going to tape it off to protect it. And for my stencils, I'm using these super cute little lightning bolts that I got from Creative Fabrica, and I'm using my favorite stencil vinyl, the Oramask 813 from Oracal. And I'm just going to take these little bolts and place them randomly all over both of these sections. There's no pattern. I didn't, pay attention to spacing or anything. I just made sure that it looked, kind of random and cool to my eye on the top and the bottom. So once my decals are placed, I'm going to go in with the opposite color paint from what the glitter color is. So we're going to end up with this. We've got the green paint on the bottom and the pink paint on the top. So once the paint dried about 30 to 45 minutes, I was ready to go in and do all of my pele pele. This was super satisfying to do, the reveal underneath. Oh boy, I had the time of my life doing this. So once I was done peeling, I was ready to go in with another coat of epoxy. I'm using the Fast Set again. This time I'm using about 15 milliliters. You could probably use less, but I used about 15. So once that coat dried, I was ready to go in and do my first little set of vinyl detailing. I'm going to use some gold chrome vinyl from Craft Haven. If you didn't know, Craft Haven has a whole bunch of different vinyl now, and it's all fantastic. And you can use my discount code for 10% off. So starting with my gold striping here in the middle of the cup, this is going to go on the edges of our green and pink sections. I cut this at 0.13 inches wide, I believe, and I'm just going to place those right where our colors end to frame out that middle white section. And then for our bolts, I'm going to use these very thin little kind of half offsets. I've seen this going around. This has been a trend for a really long time. Bear Trends Digi Designs on Etsy has a ton of these little templates with outlines. I made this one myself, but she's got a ton of great ones in all different shapes. I would check her out for sure. So this is a really, really thin, just kind of half outline. I didn't want to fully outline each bolt, but I wanted to give them something to kind of pop a little bit. So I went in with those half outlines, and then once they were on, I did a coat of epoxy to seal them in. And now I'm going in with my main decal on the middle of the cup. And this is a decal I put together. It will be available in my digital shop on Etsy. And it says, "Nothing but positive energy." And I thought that was kind of cute to go with our little bolts, energy and happy vibes and all that. So I made two offsets. I made a gold offset for the very bottom, and then I'm going to do a partially green, partially pink offset. So for the top, where it says "nothing but," I'm using lime green vinyl for that part of the offset, and then for the positive energy, I'm using a neon pink vinyl just to kind of carry out that concept of the design a little bit further. So I'm going to place those down, you know how I do, word by word, section by section. And then for the top part of the decal, I just cut that out of regular white vinyl, and I'm going to put that right on top. Once I had my decal placed, I did seal in my vinyl with a coat of matte clear spray from Rustoleum, and now I'm ready to jump right into my final coats of epoxy. So for this first coat after the vinyl, I'm using the 1:1 Fast Set again, and this coat was about 20 milliliters. I always do more epoxy on the coat right after the decal, and this cup does still need its actual final coat. I'll use regular epoxy for that one, and it'll be a little coat, probably between maybe like 10 to 12 milliliters. But here is the final design. I am so in love with how this turned out. I really, really hope that you guys like it as well. This is totally my vibe right now. Nothing but positive energy, y'all. So I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope it inspires you to create one of your very own. And if you do, don't forget to tag me in your photos at Made by MANIANDMAL. I always love to see what you guys come up with. And if you did like the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down there as well so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Okay, love you. Bye. Every single week. of this cup. Out like, what? There another, but it's, why is it so hard to say a sentence at one time? And let me think what you think about the video. I'm gonna do this again, one more time.